Coffee Coochies conversation, and I'm so excited. Sitting across from another coffee coochie, and not just a coffee coochie, we're going to have a conversation with the 2023 Ms. Miss
U.S. Miss.
U.S.
I
Miss.
know, it's like different. There's so many different ones.
What if you could tell us so I can get it right, and then I'll repeat it so we can make sure we all get it right.
U.S. Miss 2023.
U.S. Miss 2023. But you had to qualify. You had to win a pageant to get into those nationals or
Right.
into that. So what was your title before that one?
So I was Miss Iowa 2021, and I got to hold that a little extra. Only good thing to come from COVID. That was it. I was Miss Iowa a little longer. And then from there, we went to nationals in North Carolina. And when I tell you, now I don't know if I had you on my Facebook then or not, but like probably like 3 times throughout the day I would post, because it was like a 4-day long pageant. I mean, I think I had 9 stage events I had to do. And it was a long weekend. But
I did follow it.
Any one of those girls could have taken it. And I would have been like, because they were all amazing.
What they call stiff competition.
Yes, like I'd never seen before. And I'm a glitz girl, so I had to tone it down a notch. And they're all scholarship. They're used to it. So I felt very out of my element there. I was shocked. Very.
Well, and the COVID part was where I got confused for the number of years that you had the title.
Because they're like, where's the 22 something? Because there wasn't. There was no state 22. There was no national 22. We all just held on for 6 more months. But it gave me chances to collect a little more for Give Kids the World and for my charities, and speak a little bit more about organ donation, which every day I'm doing something at my job anyway.
Well, and that's such a big deal. People, I don't know, they understand the layers to pageants and the benefits to being in pageants. On TV, you might see some of the negative. You might only see the winner, but you don't see how the contestant, every contestant, uses it as a platform.
Positive things. And especially the little kids, even like at glitz pageants, and glitz is more, instead of working for a year, as a state delegate to go to a national, and win a scholarship. Glitz is fun in the sense where, like, well, first of all, it's more glitz and glam. Like, who doesn't like more sparkles and, big hair and all that? But you show up and you hang out with your friends, and there's usually a party for the moms, and there's a party for the kids, and then everybody goes to crowning, and whether they win or lose, they're super stoked, and then they go home, And so, like that, but it's still, my girls have 3 lessons a week, 1 lesson a week, some don't do it as often, some, aren't doing as much, but
You're fine.
I'm like, who's he yelling at back there?
You can walk out. Bret signaling to me that he's having a technical glitch. So we can hear you, but we can't necessarily see you. So I don't know if Sonny's in the building, but he can. I think that might be what he's got going on, is working with that. So yes, they can hear you. They just can't see how gorgeous you are.
Oh, that's okay.
So
I'm on 2 hours of sleep, girl.
Well, and you sound nice too, so it just gets them waiting longer. And you do have the bling in front of you, the glitz, so we'll hold on to showing that till we have the visuals.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You talked about the platform, and you have multiple platforms.
I do.
You've got something going right now this month, March, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm collecting children's books because I was trying to think, what can I do to help my moms kind of declutter? And I'm like, everybody has so many children's books, and nobody really thinks to do anything with them.
Very
but
smart.
There's so many places that need them. And for me, it just makes me happy to drive around and find blessing boxes and just stop and just put a few in. And
well, that's a good
idea. So
idea.
I'm like, well, I'll just take all your children's books, guys. And then it's like a team effort anyway, and I kind of like, when it comes to doing things for charity, I like to get everybody involved. Even when I collected for Give Kids the World, I had people just shipping things from Amazon, you know, just pens
Yes.
and paper and toys. And
It's
anything you
nice
can
to
think
have
of.
that with the shipping now, to where people can
I
go
love
online,
Amazon.
ship it to your house.
Yes.
And then if it, for a charity, they get to write it off.
Yes.
Things like that. It's really, again, that working smart thing.
It is, yeah.
I believe too that when people have have the opportunity to
Participate.
Hi, Angela. She was here last week. Yes, I think people want to help. They just don't know exactly how to help. And when they're given the opportunity to help, and that's what you've done. You've said, here, I need your books. So
Yeah.
Angela is a nonprofit person also. She was here last week. Angela is long for Angel because she really is. And she says, talking about the pageants, these events have gotten pretty bad in the press.
Oh, gosh.
Gotten bad press. It's nice
Yes,
to hear a different
so
perspective. Thank you. And it's great that you found a way to be a positive vibe in this world. I love your heart.
Oh,
So Angela Stone is
sweet.
someone you want to be friends with because she is a Rolling Stone as
All right,
well.
Angela, I'm coming for you, girl.
So the books, how can they? She's coming for you. She is Tiny and Mighty.
I love Tiny and Mighty.
A force to be reckoned with. How can people get the books to you that they want to donate? How can the moms?
They can message me on Facebook, and I can arrange pickup. Or if I live in Eldridge, so it's an open door at my house, literally. So they can drop them to me, or we can meet up, anything. And then I also have I'll be at work at a pageant this weekend, and I have folks bringing them there too. So I'm trying to stockpile what I can, and I'll just take a box at a time and. Just kind of, my husband loves when I collect because he has no room in the garage. But that's okay because it's going